Once the industry core to a town which transformed it into a modern, thriving community, today the relic of a bygone era. Gilliam's Mill stands as more a monument to its local history than a functioning component of it. But this hasn't changed the value it holds to the residents, nor has it deterred them from pushing the council, preserving the legendary structure. Its formation, set in 1898 by Woodrow and Friars Building Company, Gilliam's Mill utilised the nearby river Tara to generate power for its enormous water turbines. Even more enormous was its legendary 290-foot chimney. Once the tallest in the country, it became known to its workers as Big Bill, named after the mill's first foreman, William Hall. While the remoteness initially brought skepticism to the idea of supporting a local community, the mill succeeded in what it promised. Not only did it generate industrial traction, but it also supplied jobs, homes, and stability to its people. In its day, Gilliam's Mill supported roughly 8,000 male and female workers and their families. Many took up residency in the purpose-built accommodation next to the mill. There were several stories of both matriarch and patriarch holding jobs together at the mill, bringing an unprecedented social change ahead of its time. Being a worker here was more than a career, it was an honour. The mill brought life into what was regarded as the border town to a border town. It put itself on the map. The labour, however, did take its toll on the many who worked for it. To prevent cotton thread from breaking, an average working temperature ranged between 18 to 26 degrees Celsius and a typical humidity rate of 85%. Cotton dust travelling through the air in these conditions led to several respiratory conditions such as bronchitis and tuberculosis. This was in addition to several work-related injuries sustained at the hands of the dangerous machinery, which would sometimes result in fatalities. A census taken in 1956 found that over 200 men and women between 1910 and 1945 had fallen victim to these incidents, and an estimated 600 more contracted severe health conditions from the hostile environment. Gilliam's Mill gradually gained the reputation of a place which took as much as it gave. Many locals generated the sentiment that for every family it provided for, it would take a husband or wife in exchange. As a result, Gilliam's Mill was ordered to close down. But where does Gilliam's Mill belong today? The structure still stands untouched from its initial closure. This is a part of the town's history, and to remove it, like any other old building, would be a sign of disrespect. And so, following a council assembly, it has been negotiated that while the main building of the mill will be levelled and cleared, the iconic, once record-breaking chimney which defined the mill will be restored and officially recognised for historic and cultural significance. A compromise which will ensure the men and women who gave their lives to the mill in exchange for the well-being of their hometown will be celebrated and never forgotten.